And spawning in the bottom right hand corner of Winter Madness, we have the random player. We have the random player himself landing on Terran, by the way. It is AppleJuice. And spawning in the top left hand corner, we have the red Protoss player, the Danish Protoss representing Samsung Gaming. It is MaxPax. And if you're in the chat, you know what time it is. It is Gamba time. Predictions are open. Place your bets on who you think will claim the series. Best of luck in the chat as we get into our PvT. Let's go. Let us go. We're getting to our mirror matchup. Sorry, I say mirror matchup. We're getting into our PvT, a PV random, and we're opening up Proxy 2 racks. Let's go, baby. Let's go. We have two ranks being sent, two SCVs being sent out across the map. The ranks are going to get up and running. And remember, MaxPax doesn't know what race he's playing against. It could be Zerg, it could be Protoss, it could be Terran. MaxPax has no idea. He's going for the high ground setup. The probe does move out across the map, and we should be seeing Reapers amassing for the Terran. Now, thankfully, because of the probe scout MaxPax, he will know that the Rax is missing. Technically, it could be further back in the main base. It could be here at the natural. It could be at the third base location as well. So MaxPax has to confirm. He's going in, checking gases. And back at home, does he send out another worker? He does. So Gate, Cyber, Zelt's on the way. You can see MaxPax, he's scouting here at the third location. Checking on the right before checking over towards the left. Ooh, we're going Proxy Marauder, not Proxy Reaper. Which means this does hit later, which means MaxPax has more time to react. The probe does move in, and the probe will see everything. Does scout both Raxes, does scout both tech labs. So MaxPax, he's aware. As Marauder is revealed, we have the Stargate to defend. We often see a lot of robo defenses against this, but we're going for the Stargates. With this, we can go Void Ray. Marauders, of course, do not shoot up. And we have a second pylon as well. 2 pylons, 2 shield batteries. The first shield battery is almost done. So just buying time, kiting back. Shield battery is now finishing, and with that, MaxPax will hold. So far, clean defense here to MaxPax. He's holding the ramp, just biding time here for his Stargate. AppleJuice, so we're gonna go for the CC. Ah, there's Zelt's across the map. Oh god. Nice work in Micro, but he'll lose one. Oh, 1, 2 SCVs go down. Mining is disrupted. And AppleJuice, does he want to expand? It looks like he does. Oh, never mind. Okay, there we go. There's a natural base. The CCs, sorry, the Raxes are floating back home. But I think the game might just end. Unfortunately, I don't know if you noticed something, but what do we have to work with? We have 4 Marauders. Remember, it's a Void Ray response. It's a Stargate response. Literally, nothing shoots up, and there is 0 production because the Raxes are in the air. Like, there is no way. Yeah, GG. GG gets called. As I mentioned, there is no answer to the Void Ray. Nothing shoots up, 0 production, and MaxPax will take game number 1. GG. GG, well played. Again, MaxPax going for the harder counter there. Because you're going Proxy Marauder, you have 0 anti-air. The best chance for AppleJuice is if he was blindly going for a factory back at home instead of the CC, and with that he'll have access to cyclones. That'd be the one chance that he would have to actually have some anti-air and actually have an answer to the Void Ray. But he went CC, he did not go for the factory. GG. GG, well played. And with that, MaxPax does take a lead, and now we're getting to game number 2. Here we go. Game 2 is going to be on Tourmaline. They played yesterday, I think. Oh, there you go. There you go. We might be covering those matches maybe next week. Maybe next week. Do have a bit of a backlog of what is to be Mondays to cover. But here we go. Spawning in the bottom left-hand corner of Tourmaline, we have the green player, the green random player, this time landing on Zerg. Let's go. Down to the series, we'll see if you can bounce back. It is AppleJuice. And spawning in the top right-hand corner, we have as opponent, we have the Danish Protoss player. We have the red Protoss representing Sasson Gaming, leading the series 1-0. It is MaxPax. No fear, going for the low ground pylon. Okay, let's go. Dusted up on the low ground here is going for a greedier build and a greedier start, and AppleJuice back at home is going for what looks to be 15 hatch. Yeah, 15 hatch. So standard opener here. This could be opening up what looks to be hatch gas pool. So we're seeing a little bit of everything here from AppleJuice. We saw Protoss, of course, in the previous series. We saw Terran in game 1, and now we're seeing Zerg here in game number 2. And we'll see what he can get into. Now we're opening up. We do have, again, our hatch gas pool. The Probe Scout does confirm the opener, does confirm the build, and MaxPax should be feeling very safe just setting up here on the low ground. It was a bit of a gamble, but the gamble does pay off. And MaxPax can get comfortable as we get in towards the mid-game. Pile in the main for the initial Stargate. We'll keep an eye on the gases here for AppleJuice. We'll see if he does stay in and does go for something more quirky. Obviously, AppleJuice is the underdog coming into this series, so he's going to have to bring something different, something fancy to the table here to bring down MaxPax. Let's go. I want to believe he has something in store. Bearing in mind, we're also loading into Tourmaline. I mentioned earlier that there are certain maps in the map pool that do favor aggression. Tourmaline is one of them. I do heavily favor 3 base all-ins. 3 base all-ins specifically here in ZVP can hit very strong and very hard. The third base can be very difficult to defend. It is so open here at the third base location. It's also very open here at the natural location as well. So very wide open choke points or just very wide open entrances does allow for greater concaves and greater aggression to actually excel. But you can see here, pulls out of gas. For now, we're pulling out of gas, getting link speed, droning up for the most part. We have 8 links on the way, so an extra pair of links instead of 6. Eyes are on AppleJuice. So far, it's keeping up. He's holding onto Larva. Yeah, now we see why he's holding onto Larva for what? For a link flood. So it is an all-in. It is going to be an all-in here. Massive link flood here by AppleJuice. Ay. Now, what's important is that shade saw the Larva banking, right? Like, seeing all the Larva just being idle like that is a tell. But MaxPax, does he just believe that AppleJuice was supply blocked or something like that? Does he just believe that AppleJuice is being inefficient? I mean, it should be in the back of his mind. As things, they collapse in. And they're going for the third. Yeah, going for the third base. The Oracle does turn back around. And can the Oracle protect the third? Only one? Oh, only one Oracle. The second one should be popping out soon, but last never was made. And that means that this may just be cancelled. It will. Oof. Does force cancel, but there's a reason why this was cancelled, and I'm curious if AppleJuice is able to catch on to that. Something's wrong. There should have been a second Oracle. There wasn't. Why? Twilight Council. Twilight Council, Gateway Explosion, looks like 4-gate blink. 4-gate blink Stalker out of MaxPax. AppleJuice should recognize that there should be more than one Oracle. Actually, my apologies. I assumed 4-gate blink. 4-gate glaives. It's 4-gate blink. Okay. Still hyper aggressive, but in a different way. AppleJuice behind this, starting to drone up, trying to. Of course, the workers are late. And here comes MaxPax. Remember, Blink is halfway done. MaxPax still having only one Oracle is going to weaken this push. Typically, when you go into Mass Stalker like this, you do want that Oracle support, just because Lings are the counter to the Stalker. So having 2 or 3 Oracles can support this very, very nicely, but it's just going to be one. We'll see what MaxPax can get done. So let's move in. It's Revelation. Roach Warren's finishing up. We have +1 range on the way. So far, only 2 Lings. Yeah, there's no Lings ready for this. Stalkers, they can maintain their position. They shouldn't kill any Queens, but they will get the Lings. Yeah, Lings are trickling in. Roach production has begun. The Queens, they're under fire. They're under threat. There's what, 1 transfuse left. Ooh. There's 1 more transfuse, down to 0. Queens are going to be going down, and it's just too much. There's too much damage here. Again, 0 Lings to defend. Queens are falling. We're down to 2. 2 Queens left. Down to 2, down to 0. Sorry, down to 1. And it's going to be down to 0. There we go. The final Queen has fallen. 0 Queens left. GG gets called, and MaxPax will take the series 2-0, advancing on to the quarterfinals. GG. Whew. GG, well played. Congratulations, congratulations to MaxPax for claiming the series. He was coming in as a favorite player, but a shout out to AppleJuice for holding his own, for having some cheeky builds as well. Also, AppleJuice just messaged me. He said he wanted to Bane Bust, but he forgot gas. It happens to the best of us, Ivy. That makes more sense for him to go for a Bane Bust instead of just a Link Flood. The Link Flood could only ever achieve canceling the expansion. So it looks like he wanted to actually commit to a stronger all-in, but yeah, did forget his gases. GG. GG, well played. It happens. It happens. But with that, regardless, congratulations to MaxPax, who will advance on, and let's catch up on that bracket. Let's figure out where we are and where we are headed.